Hello everybody and welcome back to Middle-earth in this exciting edition of the High Elven campaign. We have managed to link our realm via land bridge to Minas Tirith last time. Ultimately by purchasing Calenhad and just crossing our pretty fingers that Mordor wouldn't attack it. And so far that has come true. We are still neutral with the Dark Lord, although I do guarantee it will not remain so forever. Might just do so for a little longer though, because we are currently fighting Gondor. They attacked us, and so we had to, you know, attack them back. There was no way around it really. And as you see, they have taken over our communal farming here in Gund, and we're just not going to stand for it, you know. And we're building siege equipment. We will assault these places and hold them off wherever we can. Also, we have taken from them Tharaglondost under Lord Elrahir. So, and Longgallen. So we're pressing them everywhere it counts. They don't have their capital, and we're taking their coastal regions from them. Dol Amroth is having some luck doing different things, and we're still neutral to them. Hopefully we will be able to remain so, although it is not looking likely. We do, after all, hold one of their starting regions. So maybe they will take umbrage with Elrond. Time will have to tell on that one. But if they do leave him alone, then we'll just retrain all his forces as they are here located, and head on to cause some issues for perhaps Barad-Han here, or further down the line. Also, yeah, that's just how it's looking.
We can go no further.
Now, this stalemate with Mordor is, of course, also going to wait a little bit, because we have still yet to take on Isengard. But we will. That's coming next turn. Maybe even with a conquest next turn, because we have a spy in Rothberg. That would be very, very nice. I want to get Isengard out of this as soon as possible. We've been fighting them for a long time, and we need some change. I think everyone will agree with that. Mostly at least. But if you're out there and you're really enjoying us fighting Isengard over and over again, then let me know. Fighting Gondor is an interesting prospect too. I kind of like it. Oh dear. They sank a fleet of ours. Well, at least nobody was on board. It was just a ship and a decent captain. Admiral. But he only had one ship, so not much of an admiralty there. Cordwellshire. Yes. We are all down with getting weapon upgrades in our castles.
Onward! At ease!
More troops heading down south, and where did they just hide somewhere? Okay, interesting. Well, we're ready for you. I wonder what they'll try to do. They'll try to get over the bridge and escape. If so, we'll just attack them there. That'll be amazing. Because I don't think they'll attack the castle. They don't, you know, if I were them, I wouldn't consider my army large enough. So I'm hoping that they'll just skirt around and we'll be able to deal with them in the most elven way possible. Shooting at them from across a pond. Bairig. We need some growth here as well. So when the armor is done, we're going to go for a tavern, because I believe that the later upgrades give more happiness, and more happiness gives more population growth, ultimately. And yes, retraining on the Sindar units. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Brings a tear to my eye. Bregost. Trade. All is good when we trade. And I suppose a Noldor barracks would be good as well. Very useful. And then we will simply produce buildings that see the settlement grow. And in the long run, Suiarden will probably move south to regions further away where his acumen can be put to better use. You know, where there's corruption to be mitigated that wouldn't be otherwise. Because it just seems to me that we would be able to control that corruption mostly with buildings once that settlement is developed. Anyway, that's speculation. Now, 42% Elven culture in Minas Tirith. Wonder-tastic! So, let's start with a Teleri barracks and then go for a Noldor guard hall and see where we end up. So we can start by soon recruiting some basic troops, and then we get on to the more juicy ones later as our culture increases. And of course, we chip away at the corruption, which is a decent factor in the economy of Minas Tirith at the moment. And Argand growing is just a wonderful thing. And Twade. You know, here we could get a Teleri barracks already, and then focus on a bit of growth, and then we will have the 50% required Elven culture to train the troops of the Noldor line. Iteration 1. Okay. A couple of people coming of age. Ah, one in Tharagrundos. That's perfect. That basically allows Eldor here to roam free as soon as this guy leaves. And Alan here, where are you? Mithlond. Not the best, not the worst place. So far away from everything, but at least he'll be able to bring up some troops in this area relatively easily once there is a need. He's a decent administrator right out of the gate. Okay. I mean, yeah, he'll just stay there for a bit and develop his abilities, I suppose. Why not? How are we doing in Osnathil, the perpetual training factory? We have some here that need upgrading, and they will be. And with these, done. Okay, cool. So,
my lord,
with that in mind,
elves,
and these done. Okay,
elven
so
warriors.
all in all, we have a pretty healthy army here.
Follow me. Elves, come, my brother. Follow me. Elves.
Let's take Kukechilon out for a spin, because farther away from our realm, his acumen will be very useful in controlling whatever settlement he ends up conquering. So let's just bite the bullet on this thing and get his army rolling with all the monumental expenses that will inevitably incur. So first of all, we go onto that main road, and oh goodness gracious, this is going to be one top-heavy army. This is going to be so unbelievably expensive. When they come over there, they will be... Yeah, okay, we can leave these guys in this fort for now. Cool. And... Oh, these guys. I mean, they could go to Dunlarak, right? These need to go for weaponry training.
Elven warriors.
Okay. Where can we retrain weapons around here? Could we do that in Herat? Oh, yes, I think we can. So, you just go ahead of the others.
For the light.
Perfect.
Form up.
Elven
warriors.
These guys do need
Come on.
to go somewhere.
Elves. Yes, my lord.
How?
My lord. Yes, my lord.
Thinking. I want
My lord.
these
For
guys
the
to get
My lord.
to go along. So let's
Elves.
send these guys over here. How much do you have? 4. So we'll send one more.
My lord.
There you go. And
Elves.
then these
My lord.
can go pretty much anywhere, but we could send them into this fort from where they could probably
Elves.
meet up with the others.
lord.
Rendezvous on the bridge a couple of times later. It's good. It's good. Very good. Okay, all told, that's not too bad in
me.
terms of expenditure, but
Yes,
Jesus
my
Christ, this is going to be one cavalry heavy regiment.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, but I am not against that at all.
Yes, my lord.
Let's get these Sindar fellows to Austin the Thiel as well.
Onward.
Do we have any up here that need retraining?
Elven warriors.
Could do with these.
My lord.
But, I mean, we could easily wait as well. Let's just train some things. They will be useful. Once we have reached a critical mass of troops over here. Ezra Michino. Requen. Yep. We're gonna bankrupt ourselves on golden boys. Take that, Rune.
Is that what you want?
Mordor comes closer. Time will tell what they actually plan to do, but they don't have any settlements on this side of the river anymore, so maybe they're just aching to go back to Carandros. Time will have to tell on that one. Now, let's have a look at our conquest potential. Hello, Duke.
By the light of
You
Elbereth.
bloomin' idiot. It's just a unit of archers. I mean, really.
Engage.
Okay,
Protect the Elven
we will
lands.
take these and just charge them down
Where's the target?
immediately.
Send them back to their underworld.
We should be able to take them with 0 losses as long as we command it ourselves. Auto-resolves will probably take losses no matter what.
Units, await my orders.
Right, ready?
Ready your horses.
Ugh. Hiding in the corner. Well, speed it up, charge them. That's all this is about. And Cataplume.
Only half the enemy for
Okay,
battle is very
pretty
much
good.
in our favor. Victory will be ours.
But they need one more.
Good
There we
tidings.
go,
The
that
enemy
should do it.
general lies dead. The enemy
There
army
we go.
flees the field. Pursue and
Nice.
run them down.
Come on, take him. Get a bit of experience. It's all good for you.
Awed by the victory we have won here today.
I don't even remember what experience they had. Yeah, they got one. Oh, that's good. Nice work, guys. Nice work. Who knows? We might even get a general from this. That would be pretty good. The only negative about doing that battle is, of course, the slightly longer loading screen right after it. But I choose to be the happy, plucky, go lucky guy. Didn't get a general, but I mean, we took it without losses, so that's good. And they still just have one unit over there. Oh, and we can march straight in. Glory be. Okay,
Engage.
they get some defenders, but only one group. It's... Oh no, we lost 7 units. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sack the settlement. And can we safely move on from here? This one needs to go. This one needs to go. This one. We like the armory. We like it a lot. That's gonna help us. And our spy. Okay, you are now to go. A Drykan? Yeah, that's probably the most high value target. So let's just take a look at it at least. Oh no, of course. Kaz Galzon. Questions. It's not that Isengard get any particular bonuses from castles.
My lord.
Let's go have a look at what the Elven regions over here. I mean, those are the ones we want to focus on. The Elven regions. From a role-playing perspective, it makes all the sense in the world. Now, how are we doing over here? We could send someone from one of these regions that have been stabilized a bit to take over the gubernatorial duties of settlements on the fringes, so to speak. So who should that be? Could be in Ginyard.
Elves.
But actually I think Foldberg is better. It's a city and it has really good public order now. We're about to upgrade it. 90% Elven. Yeah, everything's good. So, of course, it's going to suffer a bit of an economic drop, but it's not the biggest anyway. I am happy with that. And then we can just do a lovely conga line.
Come, my brothers.
Sire.
Boom!
Stay alert.
Next turn we have a governor in Rothberg.
Orders completed.
We've shuffled around a bit. Now. Next step.
Follow me.
You know, first, I'm going to build a tower over here.
We will need that
Boom.
one. Orders complete. Come, my brothers.
Maybe Ravanion is
Sire.
who should end up
Follow
going
me.
to Caras Galadon. You know what? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So we
Come,
keep
my brothers.
Tadurian over here. But we have got reasonable public order, actually.
Swiftly.
Yeah, this is really good. Are there still elves here? 5%. Huh.
My lord.
Okay. Shouldn't be doing that much. But maybe it's just that it's relatively developed. I guess that's it. Metal Nobles. What do we have here? Is that a weapon upgrade? Yes, it is a weapon upgrade. I'll take that. Wonderful. Okay. Dollar must have claimed the fort. Hooray.
By the light of Elbereth.
We can attack Kazast. And, yeah. Yeah, let's just do it. It's an auto-resolve one. These Gondor towns do not make sense to attack in any other way. Look at that. We couldn't have replicated that in real time. We just couldn't. Okay. So what do they have? Stables. Can't use that. Master Merchant skills. Do it all good stuff. We'll wait for the Gold House to be completed before we construct anything. And save time and money. Lord Galan under siege by relatively good units, but I mean, everything's relative, isn't it? And we're elves, so relatively good isn't going to help you when it's relative to Gondor. Internal relativity.
Follow me.
Okay, Gund. Let's do a similar thing. Oh, they get some defenders. Lucky for you.
We've defeated their wretched armies.
Guard this area.
Goody goody. Build chicken farms. Out of all things you could build, at least you left the history guild intact. Happy with that. Ah, they also built a leather worker. Okay, well thank you. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. That's something, I guess. We need to get back on the artist train. And get the guard halls in place.
Come and get me, coward.
If this army is going to attack this fort, I mean, that would be funny. I have a lot of troops. Some of them are good, some of them not. Okay. Speculation, speculation.
Elven
You know what, let's
warriors.
send another couple.
Swiftly.
Just to dare them. I dare you. You arsehole. And we're going to keep in Gund just for a little bit. Because there's a chance they might double back and go for it if we leave it.
Yes,
And
my
I
lord.
do not want that, really. I want to consolidate, you know, bite and hold is what we're going to do. Bite and hold.
Elven warriors.
This one unit of Noldor veterans. Could we leave those in charge?
Superior.
Feasibly, yes. And
Sire.
to not much detriment economically.
By the light of
So,
Elbereth.
hello, Pelargir.
Sire.
Take it for the elves. Put an end to this evil.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Put an end to this evil.
End draws near.
Yeah.
Yes, my lord.
Corion, conqueror of Pelargir. Well, I'm sorry to take away from you your crowning achievement, but that's just how the cookie
We shall
crumbles.
listen to your proposal, but
Hello.
do not expect.
Would you like peace for now? Because right now, I'm sort of busy fighting your enemies. You seem receptive. Okay, what if I say Badhan? Can I say Haps? Lunchy Munchy? For a bit of gold? It'll have to be a lot of gold, I think. We will offer you 25,000. Okay, maybe that's too much. 20,000. We don't do balanced deals around here.
Never. Do you think us foolish and meek?
Okay, we will make a less ambitious agreement, okay? We'll make a less ambitious agreement. We won't involve Barrett Han. We'll just say straight up 2,500 trade and ceasefire. You'll like it.
No, we cannot. This meeting was disappointing.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Fair enough. You don't like that at all. I'll try again next turn. We'll see what happens. I also kind of made the rookie mistake of conversing with the diplomat because
Put an end to this
yeah,
evil.
you'd think that talking to diplomats would be better because yeah, but in this game they are better for the as diplomats used as a tool of war. Essentially, as a tool of domination. And so conversing with them just means you're giving your opponent extra leverage in the negotiation via their skill. And is it always like that? Well, sort of, maybe, kind of, but at least in the normal world, diplomats also have experience external to that of, say, the rulers and the soldiers that may make them more amenable to certain types of solutions than their superiors would, in terms of, you know, superiors in terms of chain of command and all that. So, I guess what I'm getting at is this game doesn't quite show the inner workings of diplomacy very well, but it's called Total War, not Total Talk, so I guess I'll have to forgive them somehow. Eldrinway, come over here. I'm prepared to leave at my word. Yes, you protect the Elven lands and you'll do so damn well. Yes, not to be outdone. The middle nobles will also be good at it. And the veterans, yeah. Will be pretty good. Do they have a tower? No, they don't really. So, just take the Calquendi Lords, put them there. And, you know, I'm hoping they'll be safe. And the Noldor defenders in there, because they have a lot of horses for our spears to dig into. And let's go. Citadel Guard. Ugh, that's an annoying unit to face on the wall, actually. Let's shoot at the Lamberton Clansman over there. And you shoot at the Knights of the Silver Swan over there. I guess, maybe, sort of. Ah, Gondor Cavalry. Nice. I will let the towers deal with the Citadel Guard, which they will often do because they're charging right ahead, and the closest is often what gets the most flack, as it were. But I'm thinking that we'll send the Noldor veterans up on the walls to deal with them. And as pertains for these, when it comes to these archers, you know what? I'm just gonna put them right here. And put you guys over here. It's gonna be perfect. Don't you worry. It's gonna be amazing.
The enemy have ladders at the walls. Repel the attackers. Give them steel.
Oh, we will. Elven steel to boot. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, Elduin Broquen, come over here. Ah, lovely tea. Okay. I woke up with a bit of a headache today, but the tea helps a lot. Okie dokie. Headache is a lot better than a fever, though, I can tell you that for sure. You know, Little Elves, you go to that side, Spears go on this side. I think that's pretty decent in terms of positioning.
Curses! The enemy are battering down our gates.
Well, yeah, we kind of knew that would be coming. Okay. Shoot at the Lamdon clansmen, please.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Yes. Thank you for noticing, dear man. Shouty man. Noldor veterans. I mean, it'll take them a while to beat down all the Citadel Guard, being so heavily armored. But, eventually, it's gonna happen. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when the Knights of the Silver Swan meet the Eldarin Vicherno. That is going to be interesting, to say the least. Two of the finest units in the game in their respective fields, just on each end of a rock, paper, scissors diagram, meeting one another in battle, in earnest. This is the first time I've seen these two units clash, actually. So, it's going to be fun. I'm not sure what to expect. But the Silver Swan are heavily disadvantaged in this scenario, so I don't have my... I have my hopes high for our side, let's just say it like that. Okay, middle nobles. Okay, some of them kind of charged through in a way. Archer and a bunch up. I've given them a free formation so that they can attack how they feel most appropriate. And the defenders are taking the Gondor cavalry on like a charm. Oh, we are losing Tierno. Certainly. But they are losing a lot as well. Nice little Swan down to 20-something. And Noldor veterans have only lost 3. And they have reduced the Citadel Guard to 40. Is this what you call elites? Gondor. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Nice little Swan moving out into the range of towers because they have found some golden boys to antagonize. But they can't quite clear it because they're mashed in by their own troops. Okay. This is I mean, there is some great potential for drama in this battle. Well. Eldarinwe versus Knights of the Silver Swan. Yeah, let's have it. Let's see what happens. Again, a point of genuine curiosity for me.
They have lost half their men.
Come, my friends. Give them a... no? Okay. I guess the pathfinding is bugging out a bit because... I mean, on both sides, because some of the knights are stuck. Or were until recently, and are now charging way behind, saying, sorry guys. Had to squeeze through the rebel. Okay. The knights are losing... probably more than anything because of their lower numbers. So Lancaster Square Law is kind of working against them a bit. But over here, how's it going? Citadel Guard falling slowly but surely, as they surely should. Archers, Move down to ground level. Maybe go that way. Oh. No. Oh, wait. Okay. You inadvertently went down into Gondor Spearmen. Well, you should be able to outclass them in melee, actually. Let's just see. 11-18. Against... say, 8-19. Yeah. So comparable, though perhaps slightly better. Yeah, go on. Get down there. The Cherno are holding up very well. The Middle Nobles, too. And the Noldor defenders, I mean, yeah, flawless defense for them. Come little archers, come down from your parapets. How are we doing over here? We have reduced them to 17. Yeah, this is not without losses. These units are quite comparable in many, many ways. 1133, 1330. Those are the base stats that are getting up in each other's grills at the moment. Duking it out. I guess we're... You know, we have the extra numbers, so if we can kind of mash in between them and sort of surround the individual units, we will stand to benefit. Even though we might lose one or two initially. Defenders! You're not doing anything. What's happening? Oh, the enemy has capitulated, but... Oh, this is strange. Okay, let's press them. All that can do. Cinder Archers, what are you doing actually? You're shooting into the Gondor Spearmen. Okay.
Enemy general lies dead.
And they flee. Okay. Good. Well, then, Noldor defenders, why don't you run out and deal the death blow to whatever knights remain once you're out there? Though it may not be many. Archers, don't shoot anyone. There isn't really enough for you to shoot. Aw, Citadel Guard running away. We lost like 6 or 7 Noldor veterans. This is indeed the way. Okay. Under here. You're gone.
The battle is very much in our favor.
And the Knights of the Silver
Victory will be
Swan,
ours.
gone as well. Oh yeah, there they go. Hack and slash. Hacky, slashy. There we
The
go.
enemy army flees the
And
field.
then
Pursue and run them down.
there's a single Citadel Guard bugging out over here. Let's end this misery.
The enemy
Plop.
are utterly vanquished. This is a great victory worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Got 999 problems, but Gondor ain't one. Let's see. Mithlon Nobles 293. Good work, sirs. Elwyn Vacierno bearing the brunt of our losses, but they were also very much in the front line. They healed a lot. Okay. So they ended up losing similar numbers to the nobles. I suppose the nobles excelled against the ground forces, of which there were more in number and lower quality, so the Cherno kind of suffered statistically due to their specialization differences. Yeah. Overall, solid little battle. The Cherno, the Quen, losing 13, healing none of them. Aw, that's a bit sad. But defeating 28 Knights of the Silver Swan. That kind of shows you the strength of the Silver Swan as well. They really are a unit that should never be discounted. Whenever you see it, it's a cause for concern. Just like the Elder Inway are. It doesn't matter who you are. Those units are just the elite of the game. There's no way around it. Okay. The Kingdom of Gondor shall be announced. A ransom? Yeah, they shall.
A wise choice, my lord.
We protect the elven lands.
They go for Gund. But with another army. Very interesting. Oh well, they shall find us quite prepared.
Protect the people.
Oh yeah. Whatever people lurk in these little encampments after having traded hands so many times. They don't move on the fort though. Rochberg. Isn't that a city settlement? If it is, then I'd rather have a history guild here, so nope. Lebanon under siege. Well, yeah. Hello, Gondor. Late to the party. Too late.
Assail them. We must defend these lands. Enter.
There we go. And Artist Studio is ours. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, let's train a spy, actually. It's not a bad idea. Development comes. New mission. Trade with the Variags of Cand.
Yes, my lord.
Do we have to?
Without question.
First, I'm going to talk to this guy who must be feeling very down on his luck.
It will be an honor
So,
defeating you.
Angamaite.
But we doubt there is much you can offer.
Oh, there's so much I can offer you. There we go.
I do not.
Oh,
believe
no.
any
Okay.
other
Oh, it's because they're
position
bankrupt,
towards
probably. Okay. Let's just go with this.
them. I accept. An honor
Okay.
and a pleasure.
And then we'll get on with our lives.
My lord. Yes.
You go to find the nearest Candish outpost, which apparently is Hausenur, I believe it is.
I shall continue tomorrow.
Good, good, good. And we have a merchant's guild because of our conquests, but we can't really use it for much, although it does boost some trade here and there. Ah, yes, Admiral Maithion. Yes, you need
right,
to
fool.
be kicking some Gondorian arse. There you go.
Engaging the enemy
Goodbye.
We are victorious.
Now, any Gondorian
fleet. Ships ready.
coastal settlements are now to be found west of
Fine day to sail.
Belfalas here.
Yes, sir. Full sail.
So, actually, they only have one left. It's Annulond, isn't it?
Preparing to board and engage the enemy.
Yeah, because Long Gallon is just blimmin' long. Okay, they should call it Long Gallon. Speaking of which, yeah, I'm not above a bit of naming accuracy. Long Gallon. There we go. They might take that as an insult. Captain Neron, what are you on about? Well, we'll see. Maybe he'll just stand there perpetually, in which case we'll attack him and life will go on. But it would be fun to attack him on a bridge. Padvin retrains some lovely Sindar soldiers. And... good. Construction report. Favorite time of the day, sort of. Armory. Not really my jam. Kabaja. Noldor troops at the ready. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We have one free upkeep from structural things, and then we have Hall of Song giving one extra. So, yes, a Hall of Music will be very, very good to have. And we're getting it, eventually. Yeah, let's get some archers. Why not? Londare. Continue growing, continue trading. These are the things we want you to do. Dulvorn. Just doing fine the way you are. Get some more Cinder Archers, why not? And Delaware. Crop rotation for you. Woohoo! Foldburg. Yes! A glorious and splendid elven city. Now we will focus a bit on Great Market and, you know, a bit of income boost. After which an armory might be in order. Altburg. Continue doing the things you do. Honordrith. Corruption kept down by a Pelargir initially, but we'll see what the future holds. Balorn! Yes, 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 yes. Time to get artistic in here.
Elves! Come on! Be vigilant.
And Rothberg, Kasast. Build a lot of repairs. Yeah, all good, all good. What here do we not need? Archer Rangers? Do not need. I guess that's about it. These Gondor armies look very confused. It's like, there are elves in our territory, but we're not attacking them.
Come, my brother.
Dark Lord, what is your plan? I can't work it out anymore. Well.
The light of Elbereth.
There is a new lord in town.
We will need that one. For the light.
Yes, my lord.
Elves.
What happens if we just leave that?
Onward.
Rothberg survives. Maybe even thrives. I'm happy with it. Oh, what's that? Is that like a lumber camp or sawmill? Yeah. Public order due to happiness -40. Oh, okay. But building costs reduced by 10 and increase in tradable goods. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, let's just send these guys on the way
Follow me.
and get a tower over here.
Area.
We don't want
Elves.
Isengard to just come in out of the blue
We will need that one.
and take Rothberg back.
I'm gonna stick you. Have a taste
And-
of my blade.
Okay, it's just a
Elves. We must get
function of map visibility that we can't see the banner on that one. The elves are still holding on to Limir. Now this is interesting. So we get the potential of restoring Lothlorien. You know, that doesn't sound too bad to me. Yeah, they have the lower gland as well, so they're actually not doing terribly. They just need a bit of a boost. And a boost we can definitely give them. What diplomats do we have nearby?
Yes.
We
my
have
lord. Yes, my lord.
Pelennor Fields. It's a bit far away, really. It'd be quicker to train one in Edoras. But what
My
are
lord.
you doing here? You're just here to talk to Mordor, essentially. Oh, hello. Speaking of talking to the Variax, here we go. I guess we don't need 2 diplomats over here. But it's nice to have them up here in the north because it'll probably be relevant sooner rather than later. I'll give Captain Aaron one more turn to, you know, show his hand and where he intends to go. For now, we have done good things. The question only remains, shall we push on from Pelargir now, or just leave Milvan to mill it over? We are Gondor's only real enemy by whom they are connected through land. They just don't really have any diplomats in their territory to make peace deals with all their enemies. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, the whole Ostenathiel army. Kind of forgot to move some things around there. Damn it, I might have even lose it a turn. But it's not the biggest thing in the world. Although it does mean a couple extra thousand in total logistical expenses. Hello, Gondor! Thank you for paying attention to me. And wasting your troops against my defenses. And hello, Isengard. Thank you for being annoying.
This is our last stand, my friends.
Okay. Okay. Aid must be sent, although not much remains in the area. Lebanon has fallen. Yeah, sorry about that.
Elves,
I'll do better, I promise.
Onward!
for the light!
Come on!
Ooh, Eregian Smiths. Thank you.
Follow me.
Si gratias is what I'm gonna say. Or si grazie is what I'm gonna say to that. Yeah.
Swiftly! Be vigilant.
So much for
Yes, my
perfect administration
My lord.
Come
of
on!
all these troops.
Over here, elves!
Ready, elves? Swiftly, elves!
Oh, yeah, the full army already.
For the light!
Christ alive, so many pikes and so much
Elf
cavalry.
warriors.
This is like a perfect hammer anvil situation where we just use archers to lure the enemy in and then crush whatever remains between the lancers of
Stay alert!
the Urojuen and the spears, the pikes of the Eldrenwe. Yes, weapons for our lovely riders over there. So essentially you can just go back to the fort, but for some bizarre reason the journey back is more taxing
At ease.
than the journey there.
Be
So
vigilant.
maybe just go to Dunlarak
Seal
instead.
our movements.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have the money for it. This army is completely above board. Under towers will upgrade. Okay, it'll take a few turns, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Tharbad. Yeah, maybe we should take that Dragamanion guy and send him down to Tharbad. It would probably make a bigger difference there. You know, what does he do here? About 1500.
By the light of Elbereth!
But here, he has overall a lot bigger potential to deal with, I would assume. So here we have like trade. I mean, we have plus 610, but put together, yeah, this is about 2000, which is about the same as Tharbad earns, even with 1200 in corruption expenditure. So yeah,
Sire.
it's going to make a lot of sense to get you over there.
Like the wind!
Orders completed.
And the Dunedain are our allies, and we do have military access, I believe, so all is well if we go there. And another Rord.
my
It might be a similar situation, actually. Sort of.
By the
Sort of
light
similar.
of Elbereth!
And we could invest in a military armory to pick up some of the difference, but, I mean, that's not
Elves.
economically viable, strictly speaking.
Onward!
But with the Valiant Council Hall here, it will also reduce corruption a bit. Yeah, I'm convinced that is a pretty decent solution overall. And Nithron, you are doing so well sitting in Imladris, governing it for generations. Thank you, good sir, for your bureaucratic service. Was it all the adventuring of which you ever dreamed? Or, you know, is it now better even than it may first have seemed? Bregnas, yes, let's have a look here. We are training troops here, and it is glorious. Speaking of training troops, we need to send some troops over to Entwade. Oh yes. And we're getting there. Noldor Guard Hall here, please. That's going to help a lot. And then after that, we can build some roads. And invest in the lovely things that make an economy go round. Carath. Yeah. More artillery buildings. I think that's a very uncontroversial thing to build. And we will also happily make more trade happen here. An Alderine armorer. Just because it's going to be a bit of a risque location for a while. So the sooner it can mount a proper defense, the better. Edoras. I mean, Edoras isn't really that much of a settlement unless you are Rohan.
Yes,
But we
my
did
lord.
train this diplomat. So we're sending him up to Limir. 3 turns.
Stopping here.
Don't let me stop you. Tharagondost Art Gallery. Great Art Gallery. And this guy just sits there. So we'll have to deal with him. That'll come soon. As we end out the turn. But Long Gallon. Art Gallery, please. And there's, of course, a navy there.
Ships ready.
Goodbye to navy.
And the grapples and prepare to board. Victory is ours. We can go no further.
And yeah, we just need to keep that one up. And Pelargir, similar situation. Go for culture, go for culture, go for culture. And wait is besieged. Good. So, what do we have in here? 1 measly general, and I don't think we have a garrison building at all. So, this is going to be interesting. What is coming against us? Not the finest enemies the world has ever seen, but enough to be annoying.
Yes, my lord.
So,
Elven warriors.
we are going to gather a bit of a response task force over there. A motley crew, if you will.
Yes, my lord.
Elves,
For the light.
You go to Gineard.
Swiftly. Follow me.
Abelazon, you go to Onodrith. And Ferrarian, you go to command
Reinforcements.
the task force. Now, I think this put together will probably be enough to deal with them. And should we do it on the open field? That is actually tempting. I don't think the settlement will aid us much in this case.
Follow me.
And regaining the turn initiative is, you know, it has some value of its own. First though, let's deal with Captain Neron. Just to warm up our senses a bit. And have a major battle with which to have some fun. Hello, dear friend. You're not going to be happy about this.
Take it for the elves.
We've defeated their
Seems not to
wretched
be the case. I press and let's not digress.
Send them back to their underworld.
So, in terms of archers, we have an okay assortment. Especially because of Elra here. We have a slight hill advantage, but nothing worth writing home about. Right, that's it for that. Now we have some cavalry. Actually, the cavalry is probably going to be our principal actors. We're going to lead with the cavalry and close out with an all-out infantry stomp. Because... nah, probably not. Nah. Yeah, that is what we're going to do. Okay. We are going to put our ranged units over here, doing funny stuff once the enemy has been enraged enough by our cavalry to actually pounce right on the trap that we set. Boom! Like that, and then we have our cinder, can form over there. And then we have our spears, long spears indeed. Ready to step in depending on what that cavalry decides to do. And then with that we have all of our infantry. Goody! We put these in the same team because they're kind of responsive units. The others are a little bit more stable. Okay. Let's see what they do. I have some cavalry over there, which we could very easily play around with. So let's start by doing that. Take their Gondor cavalry to task. And after that, we'll probably be able to charge down their ballista crew, no problem. Ooh, Gondor cavalry coming along. Hello, hello, hello. What's coming here? Archers, I would assume. Yes, archers. Okay. Well, well. Harass the cavalry until they cry. Harass the cavalry until they cry. And then charge the ballista crew until they die. That is the song of the elves. Archer militia. Oh, they realised they're in range. And soon they won't be. So, oh well, they're training their ballista crews up on us. This is very interesting. Smash! And we fight the cavalry as well, but that's okay.
The battle is very much in our favor.
I am
Victory
comfortable
will
with
be ours.
that. I just don't want them to be caught by spears or anything naughty. Gondor militia could be worse, but let's not invite death too readily. Right. And this is the general, so... Ah! Smash! Take him out! That'll be great. And then a lot of infantry and spears. Oh dear. Sorry about that, Gondor cavalry. You thought you could outclass Elven infantry.
That'll teach him to ride to war on a pony.
I mean, it didn't look like a pony to me, good sir, but I find your attempt at derision very laudable. Very laudable indeed. Yeah, shoot the farming pikemen. Why not? What do we have here? Amphilos pikes. Yeah, all the pikes. All the pikes are coming to deal with the cavalry. Not in itself a bad decision, but they have overlooked their relative immobility and the weakness inherent therein. We're just going to ride around them. Okay, Gondor archers over there. And taken down. Party town. And then we run away.
If we continue
Okay,
like
okay.
this, we will smash the enemy. Let them fly!
Oh, Gondor spearmen running away. Let's capitalize on that one. And let's shoot some pikes. London mariners. No. Bodyguards. Go for the Amphilos pikes. Why not? Oh, that's not looking good. Okay. What else is going on? Archer militia over here. Ah, okay. Well, that's interesting. Let's just get our troops over there. Gondor infantry running. Swordmasters. Go and meet them. Okay. Gondor spears, farming pikes. Yeah,
The
just
battle
walk
is
that
very
way.
much in our favor. Victory will be
Okay.
ours.
Sindar, press the archers. Sell swords, press the archers. Sell swords. Press the pikes.
The enemy
Press
are
the
badly
archers.
bloodied. They have lost half their men. Behold how
Ah,
our
the enemy army
cowardly foe
runs. Nice.
It's time to press
So.
the attack.
Time to gobble up some enemy units. 2% lost, you know? That is a nice statistic to see. Always important to make good use of your horse archers. And 93% of the enemy gone. That should be enough, shouldn't it? Yeah.
This is a clear victory.
29 versus 1075. Oh, Gondor, Gondor, Gondor. How are you going to cope? And with the last cup of tea, let's also have the last battle. After a quick management of the aftermath of this one. Oh dear, they don't have the money. They don't have the cash.
Protect the elven lands.
Follow me.
I feel sorry for them.
Sire. Order.
Elves,
Sire.
follow me.
Let's see how you do.
Like the wind.
Ah, perfect. Welcome to the gubernatorial chair.
Over here, elves. At ease.
We press for Annulond, and so Gondor shall become landlocked.
Fear not. Can you not tell friend from foe? Ships ready.
Next turn, we will have to do something about Duralath over there. Because apparently he'll never take orders from me. What's going on here in Kathast? Well, it's governed by a unit of 1. A single elf is just sitting in here. with Melkor worshippers and Dunedain duking it out. Yeah, okay, I can see why things might be getting a little tense. We could send the Sindar and quadruple our existence here. What kind of we can't even really train troops here then. So we should perhaps focus on the mariners when the time comes. But
Come on.
for now, nah, let's send something that will actually matter.
For the light.
Oh, seems that nothing matters.
My lord.
Oh well, we'll send a spy, and this is a very good spy to boot. Hello, Ambor.
Approaching quietly.
Breathiel. Let's move a little bit further, just to establish what's happening. What's Melbourne is going over there, Bregnew is over there. So if they are generally going toward the west, which seems to be the case, I will allow
Yes, my lord. Gathering intelligence.
Glorfindel to just sit around a bit. And then when the time is right, we go for Breathiel.
My lord. For the light. Elven warriors. By the light of Elbereth. Elves.
Orders.
Elven warriors.
Yes, my lord.
Swiftly.
Alright then. Let's get some basic Lindar units and Kalas, because why not?
Come, my brothers.
And with these Noldor. Let's just keep them in Brackness for now. And yeah, things are looking good around here, I think. We're training all the good stuff. All the good stuff indeed. Mordor is finally doing something, but one piece of that something is apparently walking deeper into our lands. Which I am not entirely comfortable with. But maybe Pelargir will just have to move south after dealing with Captain Crook.
Elves.
Okay. Let's strike out and meet them on the field.
Evil must not be allowed to triumph this day.
Now I attack them from the town because the AI will act inherently defensively.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act
And we will use that to our advantage. First of all, we want our cavalry over here as quickly as possible. Because there is some siege crews here, and those are pretty targets indeed. And your riders, you go for the ballistic crew. And rangers, go for the catapults. Please. Pretty please. Meep, meep, meep. Meow. All the while, the enemy is running farther and farther away from the siege they probably should have protected. And boom, 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 boom. The rangers are done, and so will the rest be soon. We're being shot at, but we have essentially taken out their siege now, so that's good. That is number one. Okay. Yeah, Ballister crew is just running away. Alright. Let's march out the gate and make a show for it. What's going on here? We have Uruk Reavers. Okay, let's just shoot at them a bit. And what is this? Reavers running there. And this means their archers are exposed to cavalry charges. Let's start with the crossbows, I guess. No, they're on the move. Let's start with their archers. They're a bit squishier. Smash! Quicker to respond as well. See, the crossbows, they can barely figure out what to do. And by the time they do, we'll be far away. But now, we can get them. 2 generals units have gathered up. That's good. Okay, cavalry, move to intercept the Reavers, please. Maybe we should start with that. I believe... where is the general actually at? Is he the crossbow unit? Quick zoom. Yes, it would seem that he is. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Oh well. Okay, archers. Let's give him a spin. Alright, and here, Reavers, crossbows. Let's engage them in melee and put the Reavers on the run. You 33. Need to move. There you go. Yes, that's good. That's good. Okay. Oh, you didn't run fast enough. Sorry. Take out the archers, the rangers. And do the same. You go for the crossbows and smash.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
Oh, that's looking good.
They've lost half their
I
men.
like it. Okay, move beyond it. See if they don't run. They
Good tidings.
don't, but
The enemy
it's okay.
general lies dead.
Ha! Okay,
For the moment,
nice.
the fortune of battle goes our way.
Okay, now we
As
should be
fate
able to
remains as
sort of
such.
charge the rest into the ground. They don't even really want to fight our troops in melee, it seems. So, let's use that to our advantage and fight them in melee. Oh, they rout. Okay. Generals, do something about the Reavers and break them, please.
Behold
Oh,
how
they
our
are
cowardly
running
foe
already.
runs. It's time to press the
Perfect.
attack.
A lovely little victory. You think us defenseless, Isengard?
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is a great victory worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Ah, but we shall not bow down so easily. And with that tiny but pretty important triumph, I think we have demonstrated the complete inadequacy of Isengard's forces. Maybe if they had 3 units of Uruk-hai infantry, things would be a bit different. We couldn't use the same tactics, but as it stands,
We must defend these lands.
By the light of Elbereth, come, my brothers.
My lord.
okay, you just stay there for now. Build it on. Gain another command star. Yeah, good. Good, good. And relatively soon, we'll be able to train stuff here in these settlements as well.
Follow me.
Now. Oh, hello. Haldir,
I
High
am
March
a
Warden.
warrior, not an emissary.
Which means Celeborn must still be alive.
My lord.
There are forces vying for Kaz Galathon, it seems. Oh! Ah, 76%, not enough. Damn it. Okay.
Sire.
Well, well.
Scout the area.
Elves, we must give up the road.
Take it for the elves.
Now, Haldir, if you would just move, be so kind as to let us through, then we can snatch up Kaz Galathon before Isengard knows
Follow
what
me.
is what, and
Onward.
we can restore your realm
That one.
Scout
in
the
exchange for
At ease.
an amicable allegiance. Now, and we can get on with our lives. We can kind of focus on closing up our northeastern border here, and we can concentrate on bowing down the men of Gondor,
Elves.
as we are so ably doing already. Yeah. So, this is where we are going to leave off the High Elven campaign for now, and it shall continue on the other side of the weekend, I believe, because the next episode will be Bree. And that is going to come on Saturday, where I shall probably also announce the results of the faction vote that you have just held. So far, 60 respondents at the time of recording have given their thoughts, and it is very interesting indeed. The Ardenheim are still favourites, but not far behind them is the Goblins of the Misty Mountains, and then Isengard just shy of the second spot by just one vote or two, depending on, you know, how you really count that. But really, only one vote separates number 2 and 3, and there are 3 votes to the top from there. So it is still a close race, everybody. If you have thought about giving your vote, but thinking the whole ordeal slightly impossible or whatever, you know, because it's decided already or whatever. No, it's very much not. Only a couple of you could actually sway the eventual decision. The way I see it, we have a 3-horse race at this point. But anyway, take that to heart in whatever way you will, and I will see you next time. Captain Total Waffle, considerably out.